Oh my god, that's so brutal. What's going on YouTube and what up to the Dragon Squad? I am Ember, the Blaze.
And I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And we are ReactionDragonz, coming to you from the Dragon's Lair. And a quick reminder guys, if you like the vibe, like and subscribe.
Doesn't cost a dime and helps us go full time.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Thanks so much for the support guys. Now what's on the menu for today, Glacier?
And looking forward to this. We're on Season 2 of Dark, Episode 1, Beginnings and Endings.
Beginnings and Endings, and yeah, very suitable title because the season finale was called Alpha and Omega, Beginning and the End. So obviously, first season is nothing short of a masterpiece. I would just assume that season 2 is going to go along with it. I don't know if it's just going to get better from here. I don't see how. I can see how we can sustain the same level of greatness, but if it gets better, I don't know. I'm just gonna. It might be my favorite show ever made. If it just gets better from here, I'll be able to A lot of questions answered from the season's finale, but then it dumped in a bunch more questions. So, I mean, I feel like at this point, we're going into the future. We're already there. Jonas and Claudia, for that matter, are in 2052.
Yep.
So I feel like, kind of like what we were kind of saying in the season finale discussion, I feel like they're going to meet each other. I don't know, maybe Jonas gets in trouble and Claudia saves him because she is, strapped like Rambo. Because, I mean, at the end of the episode, he gets pistol up by whoever those, like, I don't know if they were freedom fighters or just, like, survivors, like scavengers.
The girl that had, like, a big scar.
Yeah, she had a scar. So we're going to get new characters, I'm sure. Are they going to be tied to the families we've already been introduced to and got to know?
Is that scar, like, an effect from what Jonas did?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows by him going through that wormhole what kind of ramifications that had. But it also leads me to believe, so at some point, I feel like they're gonna meet, they're gonna come up with a plan where they're gonna feel like, this is a mission to stop and, stop the apocalypse from happening and straighten out the timeline. But I still feel like neither of them are wise to what Noah knows, where Noah's like, by them trying to stop the tunnel from existing, they're creating it.
They're creating it,
yeah. So I also feel like, it's gonna be Claudia's mission to get the blueprint, take it back to 53 to give it to Townhouse so he can build it. And then I'm guessing it's going to be Jonas' mission to go back for the broken time machine and take that back to 86 to give it to HG Townhouse then. Right. That way he can fix it since he already built the original one. So I feel like that's going to happen in the future. I still want to know who the fuck made the blueprint to begin with. So I don't think it's going to be anybody we've met yet. Or maybe it will, who knows. But it's definitely going to be somebody in the future.
I think it's someone in the future.
For sure.
And they got it from the future, like 52 and then go back 100 years to give it to Townhouse.
And it may be even further down because we think about it, if Claudia went to 2052 and she's still 86 Claudia, that means she had to live in that existence for 33 years to be old Claudia.
Yeah.
So does that mean like we're getting a new Trinity knot where 2052 is the central axis and then 33 years before is 2019, so that's technically like the new 1953. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to what 2085 is gonna be the new future?
Yeah, it could be.
Because if that's the case, that means they had to live in the future for over 30 years before they were able to go back.
Because eventually Jonas looks like the Scruffy.
Yeah, I would assume if Jonas is 15. He ages 33 years, he'll be in his early 50s, late 40s.
And are we going to jump around back to the timelines that we had?
Exactly. If we're getting a new Trinity knot, I mean, I would assume that they're able to go back to the original Trinity knot because obviously Claudia and Noah and Jonas, for this matter, have both been all up and through the timeline. So
and there's some things I still kind of want to know what happens in those timelines.
Yeah, first thing with Noah. I mean, we're pretty certain that Noah is from the future. That's why we haven't seen a young Noah. We haven't seen an old Noah.
Right.
So I kind of want to see, are we going to run into a young Noah at whatever point he decides to dive into this whole, time traveling apocalyptic, vision? Yeah, and so with Noah, at what point does he, because I feel like he's kind of the one that maybe creates this, what I would call a cult of, followers that follow this Trinity knot, because it's the emblem that he's got it on his back, it's on the book, it's on a bunch of paintings and shit, so I feel like at some point he maybe is, the creator of that organization.
Yeah, and I think that also he has I don't think he came up with the blueprint. At least we can eliminate him as a suspect. Because if he did have the blueprint, why would he? He
would have used the time machine instead of trying to build this chair prototype.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely don't think it's him. I'm still tying on this little slim hope that I don't want to say it's a hope. I'm not invested in that storyline, but it would be crazy as fuck if he did in fact go back to 53, or probably sooner than 53. It would have been in the 40s, and he's the one that married Agnes, which means that he's Tronti's father and Ulrich's grandfather. I'm still tying on what she said to Egon's wife about her husband being a pastor but not being a man of faith. She thinks he's dead, which would explain why she wouldn't have noticed that he was also in Winden at the same time, getting confessions from Helgi's mom.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe even though he's from the future, he just went back into the past and had a marriage or whatever with Agnes. I'm thinking that's still the case. So hopefully we get some confirmation there at some point in the season, or season 3 for that matter. Also with the whole thing with Helgi's mom, being guilty that she wanted to abort Helgi, she prayed bad things to happen to him, and she was insinuating that maybe it was a rape or some kind of unwanted sexual interaction that happened and that burned is not in fact the father.
Yeah.
So does that get resolved as well? Because I feel like that was a pretty big plot point. Even though it was like a small scene, I feel like it has like big implication. And then as far as like with the whole time traveling thing, pretty much set in the fact that there's one timeline, and anything that happens when it comes to like how people affect the past, people affect the future, anything that can't be explained or something that shouldn't be able to exist, so we just chalk it to being a paradox.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of like what we can't explain right now is how did Helgi get, young Helgi get back from 86 back to his timeline? He had to have got back somehow.
Yeah, because otherwise if he didn't go back to 53, he would have gone missing, and if he lived his life as a kid in 1986, he would be younger than what old Helgi is in 2019.
Right, exactly.
Right? So, but we know old Helgi's dead. He tried to stop it from happening, but just killing himself. That was pretty much the end of that timeline.
I also want to know Ulrich's timeline.
Because Ulrich's still in 53, and I don't see, maybe Charlotte, because Charlotte knows now that he's in 53, so if Charlotte can find the tunnel and go back and somehow break him out, she can bring him back.
If she doesn't find him and he got life in prison.
So yeah, if he's 40 in 1953, so that'll mean that we wouldn't see him. The only time we would see him if he ends up just living his life in jail, we would see him in 86 as an old man.
Oh yeah, unless he live another 66 years.
But yeah, I don't think he's got just naturally. His health doesn't seem all that great. He's been under a lot of stress. I don't think he's living a healthy lifestyle at all. But no, I think that if we see him again, if he ends up being stuck in 53, we see him again, he'll be as an old man in 86.
Damn, bro, he lived the rest of his life.
That would be tragic.
That's the story of Ulrich.
That is the story of you, Ulrich. But yeah, other than we see the girl in the scar in 2052, I do want to see how many other new characters we get introduced to. And again, are we going to find any future Nielsen's, any Tiedemans, any Conwalts? We don't know who survived the apocalyptic blast, so we don't know if they're even able to continue their life.
Yeah, that girl, the scar, is her parents and offspring of what, maybe she has some revenge, like, Jonas, you killed my fucking family when you did that blew up shit.
Yeah.
And I was there as a baby, that's why I got this fucking scar on my face.
But she pistol whipped him or rifle whipped him. Did she already know who he was?
I don't know, the way she said it though, like she did, because she's like, welcome to the future.
Yeah, so why would she say that unless she knew he was from a different time?
Right, exactly. Like, why would you say that? Like, if you just saw me in the street and hit me, you're not going to say that.
Like, what in the future? Motherfucker, I just woke up this morning, shit.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, so I think she knows, and then maybe that was a story, like, when he caused that explosion.
Yeah, maybe they know that it was Jonas that caused all that shit to happen. Maybe they just, somehow Noah went in the past and, planned the story, it was Jonas that did this whole thing.
Or he's doing it now, because remember he was sitting with Bartosz in the car. I don't think he was sitting there to get fucking blew up.
Yeah, maybe that's just part of his master plan.
Okay, teleported. By the way, about 33 years now, 2052, it's all Jonas' fault. You should appear right over here, so you pull your car over, just make sure you pistol whip.
Yep, that would make more sense if Claudia has to come save his ass. But yeah, other than that, I think the best way for us to get these answers is to dive right into season 2 and see where this rabbit hole takes us. You ready, Glacier?
I'm ready.
Alright guys, and as usual, just take a couple seconds, hit the like button down below. The impressions do lead to more views, and you can go ahead and catch the full-length watch along for the next episode on our Patreon. With that being said, let's fucking go.
1921.
Okay, we're just jumping all over the place now, aren't we?
So 33 years before 53?
Yeah, it is. 33 years. Damn, so we're going, this shit gets way deeper than we thought.
Oh shit, look, someone's building it.
Oh shit.
Who are you?
He's got the same chest tattoo. Fucking hell, this I did not expect it to go 33 years back before.
Yeah, I think it's to start in the future.
Glaubst nicht mehr an die Prophezeiung?
Ich glaube an die Ironie des Schicksals.
But Noah has that tattoo on his back, and maybe that's his dad and that's Noah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad.
Which means...
In 6 Tagen beginnt das Paradies und die Hölle auf Erden hat ein Ende.
Manchmal frage ich mich, ob das Paradies und die Hölle nicht ein und dasselbe sind.
Adam hatte recht. Du hast den Glauben verloren.
Shit.
Or is he the one that sleeps with Agnes?
Yeah, maybe.
You've lost faith.
Hast du dich deshalb geschickt? Ich habe lange auf diesen Moment gewartet. Interessant, dass du es bist.
He's like, what do you mean?
Ich hoffe, dass irgendwann der Tag kommt, an dem du nicht mehr alles glaubst, was Adam dir erzählt. Frag ihn, warum er dich aufgenommen hat und warum er dich Noah genannt hat.
Fuck.
Is that Bartosz? An older version of Bartosz? Or am I just fucking with it?
I can see the resemblance, but
I could
my brain's not ready for that yet.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. I'm just saying, you kind of see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. God damn! I wonder if he knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so brutal.
He's dead!
Like, stop!
Stop, you sick fuck!
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, bro, he died on the first one, probably went through his heart.
Oh wow.
He's from the future and he went to the past. That's why he sent you here.
Beginning of the last cycle in 2020?
Beginning of the last cycle. So you're right, so
it did take effect.
2019 is the new 1953, like you're saying. The beginning of the last cycle.
Yep.
So how many cycles were there though?
Fuck, that fucked my brain. Okay, so we're thinking that Noah we're still saying he's from the future, but at that point in time, he went back to 1921.
Because the way the guy was talking, we didn't get his name, but he was saying like, "Oh, is that why he sent you to me?" That looked like Bartosz, older version of Bartosz, but I'm not ready for that.
I mean, they're connected, so it wouldn't put it past me. But shit, so that means that he was there for like the beginning of the tunnel doors, or like the tunnel itself.
So 1921. Maybe that's the first access. Wait, no. What would that be?
Maybe that was the ending of like the last cycle.
Yeah. We got to build this because the different timelines didn't exist. They're building it so when the portal was created in 19,
it like can like have room to breathe through all the shit.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck is that?
But does that mean that there was a passageway to 1921?
Yeah, it's true. Like,
the tunnel's got to go both ways, right?
Yeah, how did it get to 1921? Or was that just showing us like that's how it started?
A lot of questions. I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. Fuck. Oh, it's Martha and what's Jonas? Oh, so they did have sex.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the summer.
Yeah.
Told you it was that one summer they had sex.
Yep.
Wir passen perfekt zusammen. Mit nie etwas anderes.
Yeah.
That's why she was so buttered when she was like ended it.
Oh, he's having that memory.
I remember Martha was saying something about she had deja vu. I think that's going to come into play later too.
Yep. Damn, it looks like his room.
It looks like, yeah. What if he's just staying in his old house? So I guess they just rifle whipped him and left him there?
Shit, so what happened to his mom?
I mean, at this point, if that apocalypse already happened, I'm guessing everybody is dead.
You know, he's got the raincoat where he's like starting to...
Yeah, he's starting to resemble the stranger now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe like on that date, everything just like, they all died so no one had a chance to evacuate or nothing. Everything is just as it was.
So if this is in 2020, that means Noah lived and Bartosz is alive.
But look at the house, holy shit.
We got destroyed, Hannah might be dead. This looks like a fucking apocalypse.
I mean, even if she'd be old as fuck, even if she didn't die from the apocalypse.
And this reminds me of,
Last of Us?
Yeah, that and World War Z. Or fucking Chernobyl, I guess.
Is this a school?
We're trying to find parts. And just gathering parts trying to see if I can build this time machine.
It's crazy the parallels between this show and Umbrella Academy in terms of like certain like time travel elements. Because this was like number 5.
Yeah, it's number 5. Alone in the Apocalypse.
Oh shit, the bunker.
Yeah, the bunker's still here. So this shit's already here though.
Probably because Claudia's already been living in this.
Mein Name ist Claudia Tiedemann.
See?
Ich bin eine der wenigen Überlebenden der Apokalypse vom 27. Juni 2000.
Okay, so that confirms that.
Aber das Gottespartikel. Wenn wir es stabilisieren können.
God particle?
Vielleicht ist es ein Weg zurück. Zurück in die Vergangenheit.
I'm not an expert on any of this shit, but I read somewhere about the God particle like possibly creating another black hole. Like they have it like in a lab or some shit.
So this is before the apocalypse.
The 27th. Yeah, 6 days before, they said.
So it's been 6 months after their disappearance. So her son's gone now too. Damn, she's like...
Damn. So that means that the time machine didn't cause the apocalypse then. It happened later.
Wir sollten sie wieder stationär behandeln.
Oh no!
Auf keinen Fall. Ich will hier bleiben.
Wer Augen hat zu sehen und Ohren zu hören,
Look at that.
dass die Sterblichen.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, was Charlotte 6 months to sit on this?
So apparently she never looked into the...
Or did she? I haven't seen it. 6 months have gone by. You'd think that she...
But they still put him up as a missing person, so she...
Und das schicken Sie uns? Eine Person? Und die Frau, die nichts gefunden hat?
That's Eric's dad, right?
Yeah, I found something. I just can't say because you're not going to believe it.
I know, that sucks, where you have information, no one will believe you.
10 Menschen, die einen Elefanten aus 10 unterschiedlichen Richtungen betrachten, werden über seine Form und Beschaffenheit, der denselben Elefanten aus diesen 10 unterschiedlichen Perspektiven betrachtet, wird danach in der Lage sein, um daraus die einzig schlüssige Schlussfolgerung zu ziehen.
Mein Sohn ist verschwunden. Das nächste Mal, wenn ich einen Elefanten suche, sage ich Bescheid.
God, like, fuck your metaphors.
God, my son is missing, asshole.
That's kind of like our point of view. Like, we're seeing everything from different perspectives, but once we see it from our perspective, we'll see, like, how everything pieces together.
Ich muss los.
Oh no, I have to go. Or they...
Wo musst du denn hin?
Yeah.
Lisa wird bei einer Freundin abholen. Ich rufe dich später an, okay?
So I feel like they're getting serious, but he's...
Or maybe he's like more into... I mean, I think she cares about him, but I think she still has to do whatever she's been doing.
Yeah, and he's still afraid to, like, call her out on it because he doesn't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, look at him. He's, like, already upset about it. Like, he knows. Like, when you know, too, and you have that intuition about relationships, like...
And you can't say anything because you feel like it's going to backfire.
You know it's going to end it. Like, I don't want it to stop.
Or if you're wrong, the off chance that you're wrong, it's going to blow up in your face. Like, fuck.
Don't do it. We've already have enough fuckery in here.
But what inklings does she have about the tunnel and time travel? Like,
she's probably just going to search. I don't think she knows about the time travel.
So
her husband's gone at this point. Mikkel's gone.
Yeah, they were last seen in this cave, so fuck it.
Alexander Tiemann,
He
damn.
died in 2020. Justina. Now Waller's the dude with the one eye, right?
Yep.
That's Dad. Good old Dad. Oh, Martha. Oh no.
Yeah, Martha got
620. Yep, she got caught up in the apocalypse. Fuck.
Meet me at the bridge.
And you think about it, she's still probably trying to figure out, like, why did Jonas blow me off and then disappear?
You can see the shots look better now. Not that they didn't look good in the first one, but like
It's more like daylight,
yeah,
like less rain.
Yeah, their budget looks a little bit more up too.
Yeah.
Ich habe das Gefühl, du verheimlichst mir was.
Oh shit.
Yep. You and Noah. What's going on with that?
Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, was mit dir los ist.
Was mit mir los ist? Es gibt einfach Sachen, die kann ich dir nicht erzählen,
Warum
okay?
denn nicht?
Ich kann einfach nicht.
Damn, because he's talking to Noah.
Ey, falls du es vergessen hast, mein Vater und mein Bruder sind verschwunden. Meine Mutter ist verrückt und interessiert sich einen Dreck für mich. Und du willst mir gerade von deiner Scheiße erzählen, oder was?
Damn, so Katarina's gone on this dark path too.
Yep. She's trying to find him. Damn.
She's pretty much like Katarina's repeating what happened with Jonna in a way.
Yep. And he feels like Jonas too, because he can't tell like time travel.
Yeah, he's got secrets he can't tell her. I feel like all this is gonna push him closer to Noah. He's losing everything in his like normal life. This is fuck. Cause thinking about it, his family life is turning to shit. His love life's turning to shit. His friendships are turning to shit. What else does he have with Noah?
Sicherer und zuverlässiger. Aber die Welt da draußen pocht auf Fortschritt.
I wonder if he was in the plant when it exploded.
Yeah.
In 6 Tagen wird unser Meiler endgültig vom Netz gehen. Ein einschneidendes Erlebnis.
Fuck, they were about to decommission it right when it exploded.
Does he cause it? Does somebody cause it? Because we...
Lassen Sie es uns die letzten 6 Tage im Geiste der Gemeinschaft mit Leben erfüllen.
He has no idea that he's meaning like the last 6 days of life, not just to the power plant.
So when it gets decommissioned, like what are they doing then?
They just shut it down. He probably just shut off all the reactors.
Well, if they fuck up.
I've seen the Chernobyl show, so I've seen how cataclysmic it can get.
Alles wurde wie geplant zum Transport vorbereitet.
And think about it, she's mentally like in a bad place too because her son's missing.
And she doesn't have to worry about destroying Ulrich because Ulrich's fucking gone.
Look, now it looks like she can kill someone right now.
Or kill herself.
Or kill herself. Or both.
I mean, I don't like you, but I don't think you should take your own life.
I know, like, should be better. Shit. You came back? Mother? What a mindfuck.
Oh shit.
Fahrrad, das Papa und du mir zum 8. Geburtstag geschenkt hast. Den Tag, damit ihr den Graben.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna think he killed him.
Mir den Arm aufgeschlitzt.
Oh, the scar. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, give her flat out evidence that she can't refute.
Du hast mich vor mehr als 33 Jahren gefunden. Ich hab gleich gewusst, dass du es bist. Mama, ich bin's.
She's like, what the fuck?
She's like, you're saying all facts, but I still don't know what to fucking say right now.
Aber das kann doch nicht sein.
You gotta tell her. Dang, why did he tell her though?
That's crazy though, she just believes him. Probably because she wants to believe him. She wants to
get evidence. Like, look at my scar, pancakes.
But even still, like, why do you look old as fuck right now?
She'll probably explain it to you later.
Alles passiert, wann es passiert.
Oh shit, he's following her. No trust.
Zur richtigen Zeit. Jeder an seinem Platz.
What if it's her that goes to 53 and gets Ulrich out?
That would be fucking nuts. Well, I'll make him closer for sure.
And where'd she get that map?
Du hast deinen ersten Schritt getan. Ich habe das gleiche Gefühl.
Oh, he's talking to himself.
Wow.
Warum hat uns aufgenommen?
Die Dinge liegen für dich jetzt noch im Verborgenen, weil sie werden ans Licht kommen, Stück für Stück.
I can't tell you, you have to figure it out your own, but I'm just kind of setting you up.
Alles hängt zusammen.
Such great casting.
For real.
Ich, Vergangenheit und Zukunft.
Oh fuck, why are people hanging from trees?
There's a scar.
Oh shit. Oh shit, executions. I think it's a cult.
Who's running it? Fuck is that?
Niemand darf die Todeszone betreten.
Is that a fucking... a deaf girl?
Oh, Elizabeth? You think it's Elizabeth? Oh shit, it could be.
Ich brauche euer scheiß Paradies nicht. Ich will einfach nur nach Hause.
That'd be crazy as fuck if that's Elizabeth and she got pulled in all this shit.
Look at her face, she got fucked up. Eye gone.
Like, what happened to you?
I'm not telling you shit. I'm surprised they don't kill him though. I guess they're like, whatever.
I guess they understand that he's from the past. It is! Oh shit!
Oh no!
Ich glaube, weil es das Einzige ist.
So she gets pulled in all to Peter and Chauncey's bullshit.
And she doesn't die.
Deine Mutter war noch klein.
She becomes some fucking mercenary.
She says great granddad. She's talking about Helgi's dad.
Now, who's the girl with the scar on her face? She has to be a baby.
Maybe a kid. Maybe her. I don't know why she would have a kid.
No.
Why are you taking a picture of H.G. Townhouse? Wait, who the fuck is that with H.G. Townhouse?
Yeah.
Charlotte, right?
Right, 86? Wait, no.
Yeah, we 86.
Sie sind hier geboren?
Yeah, it's Charlotte.
Yeah.
Großvater ist hier geboren. Ich bin bei ihm aufgewachsen.
Wait, so is her grandfather H.G. Townhouse?
Damn, is it?
Ihr Kollege Ulrich. Kurz vor seinem Verschwinden hat er sie angerufen. Was wollte er?
Nichts. Hatte sich verwählt.
Why is she hiding it though?
Maybe she doesn't want the police department to interfere because she knows it's like bigger than that. It's not just like a missing persons case. Shit. She's gonna go back to the cave.
Don't travel through time. Is she?
She's gonna see her mom. Oh shit.
There's no way they both travel because Martha is dead. At least in future timeline, or who knows what the fuck's happening. You know,
Or maybe they assume she's dead, but they don't actually find her body.
Yeah.
Maybe she gets out before it happens. Shit, maybe they both do. Mother and daughter get out.
Ein endloser Kreislauf aus Leben
Painting
und
it.
Sterben.
Crazy ass picture.
I've seen this painting somewhere before.
All diesen Leids.
I think it was in Batman v Superman. It was in Lex Luthor's office.
Did you tell Bartos?
Und hat keinen Verdacht geschöpft.
Who the fuck are you?
War schon immer naiver Natur.
Who are you?
Identify yourself. He must have. And when is this?
Die Apokalypse, sie muss geschehen. Hast du Zweifel?
You think that's old Noah?
Yeah, I'd have doubts that is him. That's old Noah.
Macht man mit einem toten Wald, damit neue Bäume wachsen können.
Man brennt ihn nieder.
Die fehlenden Seiten aus dem Buch. Du musst sie finden.
Adam,
Adam.
sie warten auf dich.
What? Oh, he's Adam.
Is that just like a nickname?
Noch 6 Tage.
Fuck. Okay, so
They're waiting for you, so.
for now your name's Adam, but okay, so is this still in the 1920s? 1921?
No, I think it's the future, but they're talking about that needs to happen. I don't know, because it looks like he already fucked up from it.
I mean, so your guess is kind of the same as me. Like you're thinking that's an old Noah?
I don't know.
Because it seems like he went through some frog ass radiation for his skin to melt like that, and he's hooked up to an oxygen tank.
But Adam, is that the one that everyone's been referring to?
But I thought they were referring to like Adam and Eve like on a biblical level.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It's the hooker.
Hooker.
So she's drug dealing through with the hooker. Like, oh, I take drugs, I put in money, and oh, I wonder if she knows him because of her dad. Her dad was fucking him, or if that's just a coincidence.
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be a crazy ass coincidence.
Was heißt? Blasen 40 Euro an.
God, no bullshit.
Spielchen kosten extra. Muss aber vorher was essen.
I'm gonna eat some cereal. Bye.
He's like,
Where's mein Jonas?
Er ist in der Zukunft.
In der Zukunft.
Oh, or he's just trying to get her to safety because of the apocalypse. That's why he's there.
Kann nicht zurück. Versucht die Passage zu zerstören, aber ich habe sie nur geschlossen. Deswegen ist er immer noch da.
Oh, so the passage was closed, it wasn't destroyed.
that is fucking crazy that she lived through it and she became mercenary. But I don't blame her. Like, that arc is crazy because she's like this innocent little girl.
She probably saw some shit like, oh, I got no choice but to believe in this.
She's just reading all these
books.
books.
Here she's reading up on all these books. Oh, shit. What's this picture?
Is that Adam right there?
Yeah, it looks like Adam sitting down.
That's the man.
Oh, the one that came up to you with the watch, yep. Yeah, fuck.
What the fuck? It's old. So it's the past.
Because I'm saying that whole scene, I think it was in 1921.
The fuck out of here! Where time?
But he has picture every way from the future, every timeline.
He's got something to travel through time. That suitcase is like one of the Umbrella Academy suitcase.
Yeah, it can't all be through the tunnel, right?
Dass Sie bei den Interviews auf kleinste Abweichungen den Aussagen achten. Ist was?
Family isn't.
Of course, she's not gonna say anything.
Übrigens, ich habe keinen Führerschein. Ich denke, es ist in Ordnung,
Oh.
wenn ich morgen bei Ihnen mit...
Alright, whatever.
Tomorrow, yes, yeah. Keep looking at files. I mean, I get it. He's trying to solve the case, so I'm not gonna write about him too much. But you gotta warm up to me. You can't just be like,
So did Peter talk to Charlotte at all about like when he realized
they're about to align if they haven't already? Like, look, this guy is from the past or some shit. This is Noah. And she's like, well, yeah, I believe it.
is he gonna finally show her like does he have a copy of that book, the timestamps?
Like, there's no way they haven't talked about it. Like, Peter didn't say like, hey, this kid teleported, and she's like, yeah, Ehrlich's in the past. Like, they've had to have talked. I'm assuming
For him to say just meet me in the bunker, I found Noah. I feel like they've had to have a conversation about
time travel and shit.
Polizeiunterlagen und Karten von der Hülle.
Deswegen geht Mama da jeden Tag rein. Ich glaube, sie sucht
I feel like there's gonna be so much time travel going on this season.
Yeah.
Like with the kids specifically and the parents.
Da draußen wissen alle irgendwas, was wir nicht wissen sollen. Mama, Bartosz, die Polizei. Jeder hat sein eigenes beschissenes Geheimnis.
Or what if they're the ones that cause it?
The apocalypse?
Yeah,
like
like
trying to
snooping around
interfere?
that fucking shit.
Could be.
Opening a door or doing something. 'Cause I don't think it's Alex would fuck up in 6 days unless he's just like self-destructive, like, oh, take my company with me. Like, I don't think he would do that.
I mean, yeah, maybe Bartosz is part of causing it, that's why Noah picked him.
Oh, that's actually better. Bartosz does it.
Bist du bereit?
You know, I don't want to get Noah wrong. I mean, maybe he's a good intentions.
Yeah, maybe he's just misunderstood. He's a great guy when you get to know. Fuck that. Because remember, Alexander talked to him about the drums. That's what it is. Oh shit, they're siblings.
Hey, that's good though.
Oh, at least you're not a customer.
Well, that, but also good that you didn't like, you know.
And you still stay close to the family. You don't like judge.
Yeah, family's family. That's good. I like that.
But yeah, that explains why Alexander called him about the drums.
I was going to say, what kind of much money? They probably didn't give too much money, but enough money. But also that helps that they're siblings.
Yeah. So what's the game plan with the drums? Is he just going to take it back to the plant now that like all the smoke has settled a little bit? Because you're getting ready to decommission.
It's not like they're trying to take the plant down. The plant's going to be decommissioned anyways.
So yeah, they're like, fuck, we'll just put it back there. But that probably has an effect, a cause on the explosion or whatever happened.
Yeah, probably like so many different effects.
Because they're bringing all that shit back.
Shit.
Damn, look at that shit. They made a whole ass suspect board in the bunker.
Das ist nur im Laden. Lag in dem Buch. Charlotte, wer sind diese Leute? Warum hat dein Großvater...
Why did your grandfather have this?
Fuck, bro.
Because he's from that town. Where in the fuck is Noah then?
That's the thing. He still could be from anywhere. That doesn't even confirm he's from 1921. Yeah, they're
burying it. They're cementing it.
That's where, yeah, that's why they're looking there.
So I think, yeah, Bartosz has... Yeah, you're right. Bartosz makes more sense. Bartosz does some fuckery in 6 days.
Imagine just a cylinder that was enough to power the time machine, drums of it. Yeah, that'll cause some apocalypse shit. Yeah. I mean, I guess they probably put a wall to cover the plant. If I get, yeah.
Yeah, the plant. So they murdered those people for going over here, fucking around. But
so yeah, what secrets are behind the wall? It's probably the tunnel.
Still he's looking at the radiation. See, he's trying to get back.
Yeah, because remember he got here through the wormhole. So yeah, that would make sense that the tunnel's closed off. Shit.
Oh, it's getting stronger.
Now it's going off the chain. Just like it did in the tunnel. Yeah, you need to put a suit on now. You're probably already exposed to radiation just standing there. It's crazy that the yellow raincoat is foreshadowing this. It's like Prometheus or some shit. Oh,
what the fuck is that?
Is that another wormhole?
What is that?
Is that what he creates as a stranger from the time machine? Is that what's like left of it?
I think that's time. I think if he's touched that shit, he's getting teleported.
Oh yeah. Is that how Noah travels? Back and forth? Holy shit. Beginnings and endings. Glacier, what'd you think?
Right from the get-go, man, it's hit us with the two pieces. We're thinking like this whole time talking shit like, yeah, we're probably starting the future, and then
yeah,
1921, like
didn't even dawn on me.
Fucking past.
They were gonna go 33 years in the opposite direction.
Which is fine, because I remember one of the questions was like, who built the tunnels?
Exactly, so we kind of got the answer there, but it seems like, okay, so one thing we know for sure is that Noah is working with his younger self. We still don't know if he's working with his older self, but we know for a fact he's working with his younger self, but he's like just telling him just enough to where it can kind of guide him along the path he needs to guide, like his props or his fate, but not to like directly say, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen.
And the way they do the casting, I thought at the beginning that was like, oh, that's Noah and his dad, but that's motherfucking Bartosz.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely Bartosz, because we're looking at 2019 Bartosz and like just the brilliant casting they do with this show. There's no coincidence they look exactly the same.
Like, yeah, I don't know, they haven't confirmed it, so I could be wrong about that, but I'm, you know, at least not one for one. I'm like 0 for like who knows how many things, but at least with Jonas I got that right, and I think that's Bartosz because they do the same mopey face, and then you happen to show another scene where he's with Martha, but he's got the same mopey face.
So that's Bartosz. The main $1 million question is how? Because I mean, we know that when he's talking about like Adam sent you, Adam this. We were thinking it's like just on a biblical level, just like a metaphor. They're talking about the Bible with Adam and Eve, but no, we find out later in the episode there is a motherfucker named Adam, and he's all fucked. He looks like he went through a lot of radiation, so I wouldn't put it past the fact that maybe he's like the main time traveler that Noah answers to. Maybe he's to Noah what Noah is to Bartosz.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because it would make sense because Bartosz. I'm gonna say that's Bartosz until further notice.
Yeah.
But when he was telling young Noah, he's like, hopefully one day you'll stop believing what Adam says to you. Kind of like in a way, he's like saying I stopped believing what your older version said.
Yeah, and he also said that because when young Noah was like, oh, you're not believing in the faith anymore. And it almost felt like maybe Adam told him, oh, at a certain point, Bartosz is going to start losing the faith. So he's like, oh, you lost the faith? And Bartosz, again, we're assuming it's old Bartosz, says, no, I just look at the irony and fate. Like, pretty much, like, in the way he laid the pick down, it was almost as if he knew exactly what was going to happen. Like, if Noah or Adam told old Bartosz, like, this is where you die. But it's all part of the bigger picture here.
Yeah, like, you're going to get killed on a certain day. I don't know if he told him the same, like, that exactly, but he's like, you're going to get killed at a certain time.
But he didn't say who would kill him. That's why when he's looking, it's like, it's just crazy to me that it's you.
It's crazy that it's you. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
Because think about, like, Noah, like, who the Noah that we knew all in the first season was kind of leading Bartosz and making Bartosz part of the team. So imagine he's been with him the whole time. He aged with Bartosz, and then they went back
to where he's got a fucking tattoo.
Yeah, he got the tattoo. Probably he got that tattoo because he saw it on Noah's back, right?
He's probably like he's probably some type of initiation to that cult.
Yeah, because it's definitely a cult, whatever this time travel shit's going on.
Yeah.
So then he goes through, maybe using that God particle that they keep talking about, use that to go back to 1921 to initially like build the tunnel. That way, when Jonas sets off the time machine, that's how it creates the time
and it
paradox.
Seems like Adam's there. Maybe Adam's there just for security purposes. Like, no one's gonna trace me, no one can touch me.
That's the thing. I mean, we know Adam is in 1921. Like the whole scene when Noah, like our Noah, like an adult Noah, is talking to Adam. That's the first time we actually see Adam. They're like, it looks like they're in some kind of like a big ass, like I guess if you're living you're in a mansion, it's like their study hall in almost way. And they have that big picture. I've seen it in Batman v Superman. It's in Zack Snyder, or it's in Lex Luthor's office, like the hell and heaven, essentially, is what it's depicting. Adam knows about Bartosz. Yep. He's like, oh yeah, he's always naive, or he says something along the lines of that. And he keeps talking about the apocalypse has to happen. So I would feel like that's the reason why he's all radiated and all scarred and shit, because he's done so much time traveling. He's probably exposed to so much radiation that it just took its toll on his body.
Yep.
But, I mean, again, this is the first episode of season 2, so could be way off. I feel like there's enough evidence to kind of point in that direction.
Yeah, that's Bartosz. And then the question is, I like what Bartosz said there. If, when he told Noah, he's like, why did Adam choose you, and why did he choose to call you Noah? So is Noah even his real name?
Yeah, that's just something, like, I'm sure maybe Adam's not even Adam's real name. They're just, like, biblical names that they're using because of part of their vision and their cult and all that.
And the Bible and the apocalypse or something, and like it takes, how many days did it take to create the world?
It said 6 days.
Okay, so that kind of...
Well, 7 days. The world's created in 7 days. But they're talking about like between paradise and hell is 6 days, I believe.
And then Bartosz, older Bartosz, I'm assuming, said like paradise and hell are one of the same or some shit.
Exactly. But yeah, that's crazy as fuck if that ends up being the case. I just want to find out how, because that would mean that Bartosz survived the apocalypse.
Which would make sense if he's trying to keep him in, but he doesn't. I don't think Bartosz fully knows about the apocalypse, because the scene with Adam and Noah, he's like, did you tell Bartosz? And he's like, is he still on board? I mean, he's always been naive by nature.
And that means that Adam knows of the events that are happening in 2019, which means, I mean, he probably knows what's going on in all the timelines. But so as far as Adam, I feel like it could, if I had to say if it's anybody that we've already met, it could be older Noah, because now we know Noah can interact with his past self without any repercussions. So it would let me believe he can interact with his future self. So maybe it's future Noah, and he's already done all this crazy ass time travel, and that's how his body's all fucked up. And that's how he knows what's going to happen. That's why adult Noah listens to him.
And maybe that's why it's like, why would he choose you? And maybe that's why he chose you, because the only one I can trust is trust myself.
Yeah, it's like, you're me. Because that makes sense why he talks to his younger self, and why his younger self like listens to him. I trust myself.
Yeah, because Mary said that he's like, well, at the end of the day, we have to trust ourselves.
Exactly.
That is, so it could be a tie to, because why is he called Noah? So yeah, maybe his real name is Adam. Or maybe Adam's, like you said, it goes to like a different chain of names. Like Adam's not even his real name.
Okay, so then they also talk about like the cycle. So they say like June 21st of 2020 is the end. Did they say it was the end of the last cycle or the beginning of the new cycle? We have to go back and watch that, I think.
June 20, but I don't know, because it would be the end or beginning. Or the end is the beginning. Remember, that's the title of the episode.
Yeah, and the beginning is the end. So I think it's one and the same. It's the end of the last cycle, start of the new cycle. But that shows us that maybe these cycles last 100 years or 99 years, since 33, 33, 33.
Yep.
So maybe 1921, that was the start of the first cycle. So it was 1921, 1953. I think 1921 was maybe like the ending of the last cycle, if it is part of that cycle at all. Because it's exactly 100 years between 1921 and 2020, or 99 years.
So that would be the ending, and then it would be, or I think the ending is the beginning. So that would be the ending and the beginning, and then the next 3 cycles happen, which is 52, 86, and 19.
Yeah, because it'll be 1921 to 1953 will be the first 33 years, and then in 1986 will be second 33 years, and then 2019. So yeah, 2021 or 1921 is the beginning of that first cycle, and it lasts 99 years.
Beginning and ending.
Beginning and ending. And then we get to 2020, and so it's kind of what we were saying, is that 2052 is the central axis of that new cycle.
Yeah.
It started with 2020. It'll end with 2085.
Or technically, I guess 2019, 33 years plus 2000.
Well, it seems like 6 months went by us. Like, so when the whole like shit with the time machine going off,
yeah,
I feel like in both timelines, in 2019 and in 2052, 6 months have gone by.
Yep, they're like
because
parallel each other.
Yeah, because it feels like Jonas. I mean, the last time we saw him, he's getting rifle whipped by that cult, like the girl with the scar.
Yeah.
And in this episode, he's not captured. He's not fucked up, and he's sleeping in his old house.
Yeah, he doesn't have whips.
So it seems like 6 months have gone by where he's actually talked with his cult. They've probably told him everything that's fucking going on. And they let him kind of go and roam free under like the condition he doesn't go behind the wall.
Right.
I feel like that's an automatic death sentence because when we see the 2052 squad, which is crazy as fuck that I don't know if that's the leader or one of the main members of it is Elizabeth, which is crazy as fuck that she got pulled into this shit. That doesn't surprise me because obviously all the shit that her dad's going through, all the shit.
I couldn't even get the word out because I forgot her name. I was like, that's, and you thought I was talking about.
I thought you were saying, oh, the actress looks familiar, and then I'm putting it together. Oh, the sound like, oh fuck, it's Elizabeth.
And then it goes, and then later on it transitions
right to her.
Hey, it's me.
So it's crazy as fuck. So, but I feel like that anybody that goes beyond that wall and finds, because I'm guessing I don't know if that's what's left over of the wormhole that the stranger created with the time machine.
And I think that's what Charlotte's calling, what did she call it in the video, in the audio tape?
Well, Claudia's calling it the God particle. She's saying, oh, the God particle can help, if we can stabilize it, it can help us go back.
And save all of them.
And save all of them. So I feel like the God particle, because I read, or I saw somewhere that there's some lab where they're creating this God particle that can literally like recreate a black hole. So it would tie in a
in real life?
Yeah, in real life. There's a God particle. Look it up. So yeah, I feel like anybody that tries to go behind the wall, it's automatic death sentence, execution.
Yeah, because they don't want anybody messing with it. I think the only reason why Jonas is alive too is because Noah's like, he's off limits because he needs to live, because he needs to.
Yeah, I feel like they already told us, Jonas is gonna come in on this specific date. Leave him alone. Don't kill him under any circumstance. He's the key to
creating it. We need his part in it.
Essentially, he's gonna get old. He's gonna turn into the strangers. He's gonna go back. He's gonna get a time machine.
It's
All that
crazy how
shit.
Noah like sprinkles shit for everything that happened. Because you think back also when Peter calls Charlotte, like, I found Noah in the picture, and
it ties back to when Noah gives Elizabeth the pocket watch, which ties into their family lineage. Because this episode, I feel like it's the first time we realize that HG Townhouse is Charlotte's grandfather.
Yep.
Which that would explain why. And it's probably I don't know if it's Townhouse himself or maybe we haven't seen it. HG Townhouse's kids
or his parents,
or it could be his parents or his kids. But somehow that pocket watch goes down the family line. And that's how it ends up in Charlotte's hand. And Noah knew this.
Yeah, and the question is like, where is that tied to? Is that tied to Noah's family, or is that tied to Adam's family, or is Adam and Noah the same person?
Yeah, because that also explains why they're in the store, which is that's the clock store. That explains why it's in the Doppler family, because it's in Charlotte's family, not so much Peter's, it's in Charlotte's family.
And my big question is like, it's been 6 months. What is Charlotte doing? Like, is she not going back to find her? I mean, I guess she can't.
Maybe it's because that new I guess it's her boss. It seems like he's new in town. He's new in the case. And maybe he's just like shutting that shit down. We're dealing with these missing persons cases. I don't want to hear any other bullshit about time travel. I just want to get to the bottom of this. He seems like very micromanaging.
Yeah, it's like, all right, look, I'm gonna tell you about all this fucking time travel and see how you deal with it.
Or maybe
I'm gonna look at this 10 ways. I'm gonna give you fucking 45 different ways.
Yeah, because maybe I don't think Charlotte's even told him anything about it, or if she brought it up and immediately shut that shit down. But I feel like she hasn't said anything because what's the point?
But that's the thing. And then Ehrlich might be fucked because we didn't get to see him this episode. But I'm thinking like when the stranger visited Hannah, which I still kind of want to know why he took time to go see his mom. Like, was it to save his mom? I'm guessing, assuming.
Because he can still save her from the apocalypse by telling her what's going on.
But he's like, I'm here to end this once and for all.
And he looks down at the basement when he says that. So I think it's something to do with the basement. And again, we still don't know how he gets a scar around his neck. I mean, we still don't know what he meant when he was looking up at the same bar that Michael hung himself.
You know, when he's sleeping, his mom's like touching his back with his back's got
his back's whipped up. I think that maybe he got that from that cult that exists in the future.
So what?
The time cult.
Maybe because he gets caught here soon.
Maybe, yeah. Because in that episode, we see him in the plant. And maybe they catch him there, and they can't kill him, but they just give him like 10 lashings or whatever.
They torture the fuck out of him.
So that's probably how he gets those, perhaps. But yeah, how is HG Townhouse tied into this? Because Elizabeth finds that picture from 1921 that has Noah, that has Adam. So why does Townhouse have it? I feel like I don't know if it's Townhouse himself or if it's his parents.
Yep.
Because his parents would be alive in 1921.
Yep.
So I feel like there's a it's probably Townhouse's father that gets intertwined with that shit.
Yep.
And somehow, but we don't know who Charlotte's parents are either, because that's Charlotte's grandfather, who is Charlotte's parents, aka who's Townhouse's kids. I feel like that's gonna be a crucial key as well.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, also want to find out if Adam's a different, even though it's different names, it doesn't mean shit, because like I said, like, you take like the little things where he's like, why does he call you Noah? Like you said, it could be the same person. I want to know if it's the same person or a different person.
And if it's a different person, have we met that person yet on some crazy bombshell shit? Or is it like a new character that's behind like the head of the snake?
It's brilliant because you don't know because he's fucked up.
He's all deformed, so you can't really tell who he is unless you look at very specific features. He has no hair, he's bald, I don't think he has any eyebrows, so you can't really say, oh, his eyebrows look similar.
Yeah, so he got fucked up. So he might have been in that plant when that went down. Or
yeah,
maybe not in it because he would have literally be dead, but he had to be fucking close.
But as far as like who dies in the apocalypse, because we also know that Waller is working with Alexander. We got that in the season finale because he has him move the chemical waste. And we also find out that the hooker is siblings with Waller. Yep. So that's that connect. He's probably like, oh, I'll pay you to keep all these chemicals here. Just don't say anything. Continue doing what you got to do.
Finding Francesca there. She's just selling drugs.
And Francesca, we find out because Magnus is like spying on her still, because I guess they're still like hiding secrets from each other. That the hooker's going into that same tin. I don't know if she's like taking money from Francesca. That would lead me to believe that maybe Francesca's using her for drugs.
But I wonder if Magnus thinks that because he like looks spooked out. He's like, damn, my girl's cheating on me and like fucking.
Yeah, is that what Magnus thinks when he goes to the trailer?
That's why he's like swerving her calls.
Yeah, maybe he thinks that maybe Francesca's in some weird sexual.
There's no way. I don't think he's swerving the calls because of drugs. Because he already called her out. Like, are you still selling?
It's probably just an interaction where like he's like, oh, I gotta eat breakfast. Well, 25 for blowjob, 50 for anal. How you want it? Like he's so casual about it. Like he's walked into a Starbucks. But yeah,
he's like fucking.
I'm guessing that's the main thing that spooked him out. But now we see how the hooker's tied into it. She's getting paid to keep the chemicals there and just keep hush hush about it. And now Waller's moving the chemicals back to the plant because Alexander announced that the plant's closing down in 6 days. So it's crazy, this fucking timeline. Like something happens, and it's literally like the day that it's supposed to be decommissioned is when this froggy explosion happened. I feel like Bartosz has a part in it.
Yeah, Bartosz has a big part in it. I think it's like, and I'm wondering, like you brought up during when you brought up during the episode saying, oh yeah, maybe Martha and Hannah start doing some fucking time travel, or maybe Magnus.
That would be crazy because that means all the Nielsen's are in different time periods that happens.
Wait, it was like off camera you brought up a great point about the train tracks.
Well, okay, so the first episode, Martha's talking to Jonas and she's like, I feel like I'm having a case of deja vu. And Jonas just blows up, oh, it's like the Matrix. It means that there's a glitch in the Matrix. But what if Martha and Magnus, I feel like they're definitely going to the cave. Katerina's already at the cave. Now, I don't know the limitation of where they can go, because if Jonas is correct in saying that he closed the passageways, what timelines could they go to?
Yeah, he didn't close everything. I think there's another passageway, because obviously we see Noah come out of the cave.
Or maybe they're not closed at all, because maybe it's what Noah was saying, like, oh, he's got to think he's completing it, or he thinks that he stopped, or he closed the passageway when in reality he created them in the first place.
Well, he thinks he destroyed them, but yeah, he didn't even do that.
So does that mean that the stranger is under the assumption that he was successful? Like, I didn't destroy it, but I closed it, so I was semi-successful. But in reality, they're not closed at all. And that's how they can still...
Because Noah still comes out of the cave, and he's coming from 1921. What's assumed to be 1921?
We have to assume that's right, because we have to assume he was talking to Adam last, and then he went to the cave and met up with young Bartosz.
Yeah, I'm just assuming. Yeah, it could be. Who knows now?
But that also ties the question, is there more than one passageway in that cave? Is it just the ones that we saw, where you're in 2019, you can go to 53 or 86? Or is there a completely different passageway where you can go for fuck all, for all I know, you can go to 1921, you can go to 2052, or you can go further than that? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? They're the ones that put the doors.
Exactly. So it could be one of two things. Either the passageways aren't closed at all, and if Martha, Katerina, and Magnus are time travel, they're going to go to the same time periods we've already seen, like 53 and
which would be crazy.
86.
Like, I could see how the evidence can make sense, because usually deja vu is like you felt it already happened.
Yeah, and because if that's the case, then
there's no way it already happened in the past, right? They're in 2019, so
yeah. So what if Martha ends up going to the future, running into Jonas again, but he hasn't aged yet? Maybe it just happens like in the near future, and they kiss, and maybe they kiss by those same train tracks, and that's why she has the deja vu in the first episode.
And if she does, how many people are actually dead then? Because all those crosses means like how many?
It seems like dead. The ones that they died in the apocalypse, because we get. Alexander's name is on there, which it would make sense if he's in the plant when it explodes, he'd be dead on impact.
We're assuming Regina might have just died just from the cancer.
Yeah, we see how like her shit's progressing badly. I feel horrible for her. But and then Waller's name is on the tombstone, and it would make sense if he's working with Alexander, they would both be in the plant, burying all of the chemicals, and the shit explodes.
And he took the truck for some reason.
Yeah, because you think about it, just a little vial of that was enough to power that fucking time machine. I think that chemical is called like celsium or something. Imagine if you have drums of that shit and something ignites it. Oh yeah, that would definitely cause an apocalypse.
Yep.
And then we see Martha's name too, so we assume she dies in the apocalypse.
But maybe she doesn't.
Or maybe she time travels and they just assume she's dead.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they go walk around that little, well, I don't know, they'll see the little Elizabeth's gravestone, probably not, but Elizabeth probably lost everybody. I still want to know who that Scarface is.
Yeah, because she's young. Either, again, she could be from any time period at this point, because this one I feel like the cult themselves, they know of time travel. I don't know if they've all time traveled themselves, but they at least know
And it seemed like in that picture,
because Noah's probably talked to them.
And it seemed like in that picture, like I'm wondering, I almost want to, now I want the origin story of Adam, because it seems like Adam's the head of everything.
I'm sure we'll get it too, and it's probably gonna blow our fucking minds. But so okay, so as far as that goes, we know the apocalypse happened in 6 days. We still don't know exactly if Noah himself, his timeline is in 1921. That's where he grew up,
yeah, or when he got recruited, yeah.
If he's still from the future and Adam or his future Noah self talked to him and said, "Look, come with me. We got to go back to 1921 and build this tunnel." It's still, I feel like it's
your name's Noah now.
Yeah, you're naming you Noah. You're gonna take this kid named Bartosz.
You're not gonna change his name. His name's gonna stay the same.
And you're gonna take him. He's already old. He's an old man, or he's an age man. He's like, you know, in his 40s. You're gonna take him back to 1921, build this tunnel, and at the right time, you're gonna kill him.
Right time, you're gonna kill him.
He's gonna lose his faith. He's gonna tell you he's lost his faith. He's gonna talk about fate and irony and all this bullshit. He's gonna talk shit about Adam, and you're gonna kill him.
You're gonna kill him.
Because I feel like all that show is preordained. Even Bartosz knew what was gonna happen. Noah knew, like young Noah knew it was gonna happen.
Yep. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I love this show. I love how like the second season is a progression. It's literally, it starts where the last one left off, you know, within a 6-month period. But it's still creating all these brand new like ideas and like.
And I love that I was nervous, like not nervous, but I was wondering if they're just gonna close like all that other shit doesn't. Because I thought the apocalypse happened with the time thing.
And that pretty much like wipes out anything that happened.
So I was like, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter how Helgi got back or Ulrich or any of that. So I thought we're starting, which is fine. But then now the fact that no.
They're just adding more richness to those other times.
Right. Actually, we're adding more stakes because in 6 days this shit, it won't matter because all these people will die.
Most of them will. There are survivors.
There are survivors, but yeah, most of them will get.
And the question, so in Jonas, like young Jonas goes into Claudia's bunker, which you did confirm the bunker, the time travel room with the chair, and Claudia's bunker is the same exact room. We have that confirmed.
And so that means when Claudia was looking at all those pictures, she's able to time travel from the
future. Yeah, she was in the future. I would almost guarantee she was in the future. Like a couple of different scenes.
And she had the blueprint. So now we know Claudia and Noah. Are they using a machine or are they using that little fucking blibbity blob thing? What is it called again?
God's particle?
Because how is she getting through?
I mean, I feel like if the tunnel is closed in the future, there's got to be another form of time travel that isn't the time machine and that isn't the chair, obviously.
Especially in 2052, you're starting to get into some technology.
And I feel like that's why they're protecting it and killing anybody that goes in there, because I feel like that is how they can time travel now without the tunnel and the time machine box.
Yep.
But yeah, overall, I do want to find out what happened to Claudia. I don't think she's dead. I think Jonas just caught like was down in the bunker when she wasn't there.
Yep.
And I also want to find out more about how the God particle fits in all this. And also, I want to get confirmation, of course, if that is old Bartosz or adult Bartosz, and if Adam is in fact older Noah. That's kind of our pending theories right now. But again, love this show. Final thoughts, Glacier?
Final thoughts, yeah, love this show. One of my favorite shows of all time. I mean, there's just we and Emery can probably go on and on discussions about this. Like it's insane. But I do want to kind of find out what happened to Ulrich, because I mean he's still in the past. I mean, hopefully that's not his story arc where he just fucking dies in his cell, but. Other than that, still Dragon certified.
Yeah, I mean, now that the Nielsen's I feel like all the Nielsen's are gonna be time traveling. Maybe it's a better chance now that one of them finds Ulrich. that'll be poetry.
Better that it's the family too, Charlotte and Magnus, but they'll definitely break his ass out.
Exactly. I can't believe that shit. If all the Nielsen's end up time traveling, it's gonna be a mindfuck. But I say all that to say this: Dragon certified, fucking hit it. And there you have it, guys. Another one in the books. Real question is, what do you guys think in there in Dragon Land? Again, new season, new theory. So how are we doing so far? Anything that we should know that we missed out on, leave it down below. And in your opinion, without spoilers, is season 2 better than season 1, and is season 3 better than season 2? Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, join the Dragon Squad, and remember, it doesn't matter if you're up to 5 Squad or the Ice Squad. At the end of the day, when you're a dragon, you're a dragon. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We are Reaction Dragons. I am Ember, the Blaze,
and I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And until next time, we'll see you next time.